MSNBC host Mehdi Hasan is tearing into COVID lockdown critics on Twitter, saying, quote, so many people are pretending to claim they care about school closures or learning loss from the pandemic and weaponizing children for political purposes while ignoring the 200,000 orphan kids the pandemic created in America alone.
Beverly Hallberg is the president of District Media Group and the Heritage Foundation Fellow. Beverly, good morning to you. Interesting perspective from Mehdi Hasan. The problem that I see with it is that a lot of people that are the loudest voices complaining about school closures are parents whose children have been affected by them.
Absolutely. This is why you have seen parents attend school board meetings in drastic numbers, why you see parents actually running for school board at numbers we've never seen before, and parents who've had to make the really tough decision to move out of the state they currently reside to a freer state, a state that actually allows their children to be, or their child to be unmasked and go to school in person. So I think this is a very insulting phrase. I think it also points to the elite mentality of the media who think they know better than the rest of the country. But here's the thing. Don't tell a mama bear what to think about her child, because she will stand up for her child and she will fight for them. And we've seen that across the country.
And it also points out how leftists like this MSNBC anchor seemingly want a perpetual pandemic in order to keep the lockdowns in place, keep control. It's scary, the world that they want. Also scary how Kamala Harris oftentimes turns a phrase. She has reportedly hired her third new speechwriter since the start of her term. The goal to make this sound a little bit better. Listen.
Because we know community banks are in the community. You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go.
The significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time. We will work together and continue to work together. And to work together as we continue to work together on.
Sure. Let's get to work, Beverly. That appeared to be extemporaneous. That appeared to be ad-libs. So how will getting new speechwriters change that word salad, which, like I said, usually off the cuff?
It won't. And I think whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, when you watch Kamala Harris, you don't blame the speechwriter, you blame the speaker. As you just mentioned, these gaffes come when she is off the cuff, when she's not reading from the teleprompter script. And even when she is reading from the teleprompter, it's not that the words she's reading are poor. It's the way she reads it. People talk about her sounding like she's a parent scolding a child. It's very unnatural. It's very lax conversational style. At the end of the day, what Kamala Harris needs to do is point a finger at herself and not continue to hire new staff to fix this problem. She is really at the bottom of it.
There's also this, Beverly. Gallup just recorded its highest level of Americans with no trust in the mass media, the mainstream media. The poll shows 66% of Americans say they have no or not very much trust in the media, while 34% say they have a great deal of trust. And then when party lines are drawn, 70% of Democrats, 14% of Republicans, just 14%, and 27% of independents say they have a great deal or fair amount of confidence. And I am sure none of this comes as a surprise to you.
It's not. And when you've had years where Trump voters have been criticized, where those who chose to not get vaccinated are criticized, and also when you have a media elite that thinks that it is their job to not present the news and you decide, but actually think it's their responsibility to censor information because they don't trust you to decide for themselves, for yourself. This is why we find ourselves in this situation. And this is why also, Carly, we're seeing a lot of news organizations clean house, because their numbers aren't good, their ratings aren't good, and this Gallup poll proves it.
Beverly Hallberg, thank you very much. We appreciate your time as always.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.